Most people believe wealth is reserved for those born into money, those with connections, or those who got lucky. That belief feels comforting because it removes responsibility. But it is wrong. Wealth can be built from zero. Not overnight, not magically, but systematically. Zero means no inheritance, no rich parents, no trust fund, no massive starting capital. Just income, discipline, and time. If you are starting from zero, the game is different. You cannot rely on large investments yet. You must first create capacity. And building wealth from zero always follows clear stages. The first stage is stability. If you are drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and constantly stressed about bills, you cannot build wealth. You must stabilize. That means controlling expenses, building a basic emergency fund, and eliminating high-interest debt. Credit card interest above 20% will destroy any attempt at compounding. Stability is not exciting, but it is necessary. The second stage is income expansion. You cannot invest what you do not have. If your income barely covers survival, your focus must shift to increasing earning power. That may mean learning a higher value skill, negotiating a raise, changing industries, starting a side income. Wealth requires cash flow, and cash flow requires value. If you earn $40,000 and spend $38,000, your progress will be slow. But if you raise your income to $60,000 and keep spending close to $40,000, you create investment fuel. Wealth needs fuel. The third stage is allocation. This is where most people fail. They increase income and increase lifestyle at the same speed. Promotion means bigger apartment. Raise means new car. Bonus means vacation. Income rises. Freedom stays the same. Allocation means directing surplus money into assets instead of consumption. When building from zero, every extra dollar must be assigned a job. Does it disappear into lifestyle, or does it buy ownership? Let's make it practical. Imagine someone earning $60,000 per year. After expenses, they invest $1,000 per month into a diversified portfolio, earning long-term average returns. After 10 years, that portfolio could exceed $150,000. After 20 years, it could approach $500,000. After 30 years, it could cross 7 figures depending on consistency and returns. This is not luck. It is math. Wealth from zero is built through repetition. Repetition of saving. Repetition of investing. Repetition of discipline. Repetition of patience. The first $100,000 is the hardest. In the early years, growth comes mostly from your contributions, not from returns. It feels slow. It feels small. It feels like nothing is happening. Many people quit here. But once the asset base grows, compounding begins to accelerate. Your money starts earning more than you contribute. The snowball effect becomes visible. Now consider two people. One consistently invests $500 per month starting at age 25. The other waits until 40 to begin investing $1,000 per month. Even though the second person invests more each month, the early starter often ends up with more money because time multiplies growth. Time is the silent partner in wealth building. Another real example: many teachers, engineers, and average income earners retire as millionaires. Not because they earned extraordinary salaries, but because they invested consistently into retirement accounts and diversified funds for decades. Meanwhile, some high-income earners retire with little because they spent everything they earned. Income alone does not create wealth. Ownership does. When you are building from zero, do not gamble. Do not chase hype. Do not put everything into one speculative asset. Diversification protects you from catastrophic mistakes. Survival matters more than speed. Market crashes are not your enemy if you are building long-term. When markets fall, assets are cheaper. If you continue investing, you accumulate more shares. When markets recover, you benefit more. Fearful investors panic. Disciplined investors continue. Wealth from zero requires delayed gratification. It requires choosing long-term freedom over short-term validation. Every dollar invested today has decades to compound. Every dollar consumed today loses that opportunity forever. Before we continue, if you are serious about building wealth from zero and want practical financial education that most people were never taught, subscribe to this channel. We are breaking down the entire process step by step. Share this with someone who believes wealth is impossible. It is not impossible. It is systematic. Now imagine yourself 10 years from now. Either you stayed consistent, or you did not. Either you invested monthly, or you postponed. Either you built assets, or you consumed income. The difference between those futures will not be luck. It will be repetition. Wealth from zero is not dramatic. It is disciplined. It is quiet. It is patient. It is structured. You do not need to become rich first. You need to become disciplined first. Discipline creates capital. Capital buys assets. Assets produce income. Income builds wealth. Wealth creates freedom. If you start now, even from zero, the system can work for you. But only if you understand it, and only if you commit to it.